And we're going to provide advantages of economies of scale, and hiring and recruiting is one of the biggest difficulties in the vet space right now. We're purely buying practices that are successful, that are profitable, and it's more about the character of the staff. And instead of looking at it as like, this is the end, I'm 60 or 70 and I want to retire and move on to sit on the beach, it's more of, I'm partnering with you, I'm going to agree to work for the next few years, and I care about my business, so I want to see that transition, go smoothly, and not have wasted 15 years, 20 years creating this business. And then help with that transition and feel like you're a part of the group. So we have skin in the game, you have skin in the game, and we're going to provide advantages of economies of scale, and hiring and recruiting is one of the biggest difficulties in the vet space right now, finding qualified doctors and technicians. So that's what is our, so if a doctor is looking to sell and walk away, we're not the partner they're looking for, which I think is a bit of a differentiating factor from some of the other groups.
How long do you like your partners to stay on for?
Typically 3 years.
Okay.
And then, there's an employment agreement and a reasonable non-compete, and but ideally we want doctors that are still loving what they're doing and motivated. And we have so many different models where you'll have a doctor that says, well, I'm going to open these 2 other practices, and how is that going to work? And so we'll partner with one practice, and then we'll possibly provide capital or have a right of first refusal with the additional practices, but there's you're not trying to stymie the entrepreneur, which is nice.
Yeah. So coming on as a partner, like how much equity are you buying from them? Like what's the range there versus what they can keep in?
The range with us right now is somewhere in that, I want to say it's always a moving target, but a minimum of 20% of what your purchase price is. And I've seen upwards of 35%. And
so you'll pay them 80% and they keep 20% in the business?
They'll keep 20% that goes into stock in the parent company.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, paying them out 80%.
No, and I think it just, and you can provide stock to your key, like that next doctor who's going to run the practice that might have wanted to buy the practice, they then can have some equity too and take advantage of the upside of the next event, their next recapitalization event. And so there's a lot of creative ways to do that, to make people feel like they have ownership and treat it like they have ownership, which is really important for these groups to succeed.